It's time for Lander Valley basketball on County 10.
McFadden takes it herself, almost loses it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. McFadden tries to drive in, kick out the goggles, launches the three. Can she hit that buzzer? It does!
Broadcasting on County 10's YouTube page and KOE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
It was looking for the pass for Washburn on the cut. Lincoln bounce pass to 6B. He'll launch the three. That three is good.
Coming up, the Porter's Tailgate Show. You'll hear about today's matchup, catch up with LDHS Athletics, and hear a pregame interview with the coaches.
Give it to St. Clair. St. Clair. Lincoln. Three. Good! She has 12 in the ball game. And as inbound will go to Bell. Bell's going to pass it off to McFadden. Bounce pass it off to Wheatland. Launches the three. That one will go in, and the Tigers will break the lid off the basket.
It all starts in 30 minutes. Now sending you to the hardwood, bringing you today's action. The voice of the Lander Valley Tigers is Wyatt Barichka.
And a good morning here from Bearcat Gymnasium as we get set for day 2 of the Douglas Classic between the Lady Tigers of Lander Valley and the Lady Bulldogs from Wheatland. Good morning, folks. Wyatt Barichka here live on the County 10 Sports Network as this is the Porter's Tailgate Show. It's brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton. It's your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Well, the Lady Tigers are coming into this one 1-0 after getting a 38-36 win. That played till the final buzzer in that contest. Taking a look at some of those numbers from yesterday's contest. The Lady Tigers were led by our player of the game from our State Farm agent, Justice Jacobs, Adeline Anderson, who finished with 10 points and 11 rebounds. And the Lady Tigers had a great number of athletes that were able to put the score in. Sometimes it wasn't about how many points you could score. It was a matter of could you make the right pass, could you make the right defensive play, and we're going to see how that rolls into day 2 of this classic. Let's take a look at the other scores from yesterday. Again, Lander and Pine Bluff led the classic. It was followed by Wheatland and Burns. Burns is ranked number 3 in Class 2A and fell 41-36 against the team that Lander is going to face here in just a moment. Douglas would then, the number 1 ranked team in 3A, would win 64-21 against Level. So Lander has to play Douglas in the final game of the Classic. That is expected to start at 4:30. However, this game is already, the first game of the day is already behind. And right now, that's why we're not starting at exactly 10:30. And in this one, there's still a minute to go in this contest, and so those are your scores from yesterday. The boys game, let's take a quick look at the boys game real quick here, as I did reach out to head coach Stu Mullins and get him his post-game thoughts. They won yesterday with a final of 49-46. Lander was up 20-4 to start that contest. And then it was a total opposite in the second quarter. When I chat with Stu Mullins, it was 18-4 the second quarter score. And we go back and forth. And Lander was able to squeak by and get the win, 49-36. It will be a much tougher task for Lander. They're taking on Douglas in the morning. We're going to provide updates as that game has actually started right now. Douglas already taking an early 2-0 lead here, as also Lander will play Wheatland in Lander for the boys game. Again, we're only streaming the girls games on the County 10 Sports Network as well as our radio side, KOVE. The KOVE radio side is only for the morning game because the Broncos will be airing late this evening. But we'll have video coverage of the Douglas girls game. Right now, Level leading this one 58-50 against Pine Bluffs, as you're watching part of that game here on the County 10 Sports Network. So we're going to step aside for our first time out. When we come back, we'll take a look at some other scores from around Fremont County. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Broadcasting across the Lander Valley, we are the County 10 Sports Network.
Day 2 for Lander. We'll start with them taking on the Lady Bulldogs from Wheatland. Let's give a big thanks to Perfect Power Electric in Lander. They support our local athletes on and off the field. Give Perfect Power a call today. Maybe they're off. Well, I'm not 100% sure about that because it is the weekend. But make sure you give them a call for all your electrical needs. That number is 307-332-7184. Well, some scores have already been final. Riverton had to play a 8 o'clock game on the boys' side. Riverton would fall to Thunder Basin, though, with a final of 46-43. Riverton would defeat Grace, Idaho yesterday, 51-32. Parker Paxton would win the three-point contest at the Flaming Gorge Classic. Also a final already today in girls basketball. The Lady Chiefs of Wyoming Indian would defeat Grable 51-46. The boys game currently going on right now, and an update from Lander Valley, 7-0 against Douglas in that one. So Lander trying to get another win here. They're still looking for win number 2 of the season for the Tigers. It is right now they're taking on the top team in Douglas. 7-2 now is your score. We'll provide updates throughout this broadcast. 7.8 to go in this contest with Lovell leading 60-52. It's kind of the foul game at the moment as well. Also, let's give a big thanks to Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. They're excited to cheer on our student athletes. Gambles has winning deals. And remember, delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store. That does include the town of Riverton for folks that are in Riverton town, as that game is now final. Lovell defeating Pine Bluffs 61-52. And now we'll get the warm-up. It is a 10-minute warm-up time for these two teams, and make sure we don't got some of the issues going on, but Riverton girls will play later on in as well. Jared Anderson will have the call out to 2:40 start time on his end, and we'll have that coverage on YouTube and 105.1 Jack FM. Taking a look at some other scores from around Fremont County yesterday. So let's get those. Those are courtesy of WyoPreps.com. The Lady Chiefs would defeat Wright in overtime 48-43 to keep their number 1 ranking up alive. They would also defeat Bighorn yesterday 66-22. So a impressive showing from Wyoming Indian at the Foothills Classic. Wind River would fall to Wright in the girls game 56-49. Again, these scores I'm saying right now are only the girls scores. In Shoshone at the Wrangler Invite, DuBois defeated Hannah Elk Mountain 44-28. In Shoshone would defeat Kemmer 16-14 in overtime. That's a pretty interesting score, a pretty low scoring affair to be exact in that contest. And that is about it from Fremont County on the girls' side yesterday. Again, we'll provide scores here later on. Like I said, Wyoming Indian on the girls' side to defeat Grable 51-46. And there's some other games happening in Shoshone that doesn't feature in about an hour. Little Snake River taking on DuBois. Shoshone will play Matitsi at about 5:30. And then DuBois again will take on Rocky Mountain at about 5:30 as well. We're going to step aside for our next timeout. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, I caught up with head coach Drew Powell before this one. I told him we're going to have to give you the choice after this one if you want to be on the post-game or the pre-game show, because I'm going to be asking him pretty much the exact same questions either way. So I caught up with head coach Drew Powell. We talked about yesterday's game and what he's going to be looking for in this one. So with that, we'll step aside. 2-minute timeout. We'll be back. Head coach Drew Powell is next here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Master Electrician has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be alerted every time a new video or game is on County 10's YouTube page.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, we'll get into the pregame interview with head coach Drew Powell in just a moment. I want to make sure I get the history between these two teams, as I do actually have some history from sources, as according to Max Preps, it will be the 19th meeting since 2006. Wheatland has the lead series 10-8. Lander's last win did come in 2021, winning 57-44. In the last 6 games, they have split with a 3-3 record. Lander does have the longest winning streak since 2006 with 3 in a row. Lander, though, trying to snap a 1-game losing streak against Wheatland. Now we'll get into that pregame interview with head coach Drew Powell, as here is that interview right now. Head coach Drew Powell of the Lady Tigers. And coach, first off, tight one to start off the Classic, 38-36 to the final. I want to ask you, how good is it to be in a game like that after last weekend having 2-1 record?
You know, it's actually really good for us to be in that situation. It just showed us that we need to learn to compete all the way through the game rather than ups and downs with it. And really coming down to that moment, being up 2, like, you have to learn to win those games, and I thought we did a pretty good job. We executed on a baseline out of bounds that gave us the lead. Had some free throws to seal it, and unfortunately they just didn't fall. But other than that, we did a pretty good job in that last little stretch, kind of like we did against Powell, just playing the defensive side of the ball.
Well, we weren't sure if Anderson wasn't even going to play this week, and decides that nothing was wrong, puts up a double-double. Talk about her performance, because ultimately she was kind of a factor in that game for you guys.
Yeah, she was. It really came down to, she got some offensive rebounds, and that big girl from Pine Bluffs did a really good job as well against her. She didn't get a lot of easy opportunities, missed quite a few little shots, but I think in the long run, she'll get better at that. It just comes down to learning to convert those and getting settled on her shots and stuff like that. But she had a pretty good game, but I think realistically most of us had a good game. We were just a little jittery, and I don't think we quite came to play yesterday.
I was going to say, it kind of was like a momentum shift between certain points of the game. Kind of, what were some things that you were really worried about in that game and kind of try to maybe work on today?
Well, I thought our press was really good early on, and then we made some subs and got some new people in, and it just didn't seem like they knew what their role was in the press. We had some girls floating around and doing things that they didn't need to do, which kind of got us out of it. And I think if we could have kept the press on and all of our girls known exactly what they needed to do every time they stepped on the floor, would have helped a lot, because that was really starting to create some turnovers and giving us momentum. And then once that happened, we kind of had to back out of it because we weren't sure where we needed to be. And it really just comes down to every time we step on the floor, knowing what we need to do as a team.
Yeah, I did notice you guys kind of did a little bit more front court pressure. Are you going to kind of try to implement that more today with especially 2 good quality opponents?
Yeah, I really think that we can do it against Wheatland. Douglas is a little bit different beast. They have really good guards up top, and they're tall and lengthy, so they can pass over pressure. But it really just comes down to playing our game on the defensive side of the ball and getting after it the moment we step out on the court.
Got to see a little bit of Wheatland yesterday. Just talk about what you saw from them and what's your game plan going in.
I know they run a 2-2-1 press. I think we can break it pretty easily. It's not really something that creates turnovers in the front court, but they generally come in the back court. If we can just find a way to get through that, I think we can do a pretty good job against them. They have a good little point guard, and then a big girl that kind of shoots the ball pretty well from the three-point line. And it really just comes down to knowing our matchups and making sure we don't give up easy shots or easy straight-line drives.
You kind of said my X Factor question right there, so I'll just leave it at that. Thanks to you, Coach, and we'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you, Wyatt.
We'll be back here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Stunning parts at Fremont Motors during the Open Road Sales Event. We're giving away a complimentary Wyoming State Parks pass with every vehicle sold, so you can get out and explore our beautiful state behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle. Plus, all Fremont vehicles come back by Fremont Care, so you'll be covered no matter what the Open Road has in store. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton, or shop online anytime at FremontMotors.com and start your Wyoming adventure today.
See Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison.
Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro?
You're the one that needs help.
If you're looking for an upgrade to your vehicle, Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Rhoda Moore. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4, or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
And we're back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com as they decided to stop the clock a little bit earlier. So let's get your starting lineups here. We'll start with the Lady Bulldogs from Wheatland, who will be in their blue uniforms, yellow numbers and letters trimmed in white. It looks like this. Lainey Gertz, followed by Casey Otero, Carly Jones. She is the freshman for this team. She's followed by Lily Nichols, number 22, and number 23, Serenity Jones. The Lady Tigers, same five as yesterday. Kendall McFadden, followed by Zoe Mulholland, Kiara Friday, Hayden Goggles, and Adeline Anderson. It will be Anderson and Nichols in the center circle, and we are underway here in Douglas. Day 2 of the Classic underway here as Wheatland will have the basketball to start things off as the first shot is no good. Rebounded by Jones. Here's a three, now knocks it in is Otero, and just like that, it is Wheatland up 3-0 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard, and then there's a turnover by Lander, That's their first turnover of the contest. Drive inside, kick out now to Jones, top of the arc, kick back out to Otero. Looks to drive in, spin, and she's going to be called for the travel as she took an extra step. Turnover goes against Wheatland, and it goes right back to the Lady Tigers. Updating the boys' game. Douglas leads by 2, 20-18. Wheatland does bring that pressure. Drew Palsall mentioned the 2-2-1 press. Lander does get over and almost turns it over. Anderson will give it to Mulholland. Little 12-foot jumper is no good, as going to be rebounded by Wheatland. As now that shot no good as well. Goggles will come up with the rebound for Lander Valley, as this has been pretty quick pace to start this one off. McFadden to Goggles, top of the arc, looks to drive in right side, takes that Euro step floater, misses everything. Will save it is Goggles. And Lander will reset the offense here. Friday on the right side. We'll give it off to McFadden. She'll now come to the left side of the arc. Back to Friday. 6:30 to go here in quarter number 1. Lander taking their time here. Here's Goggles at the 3 and will lose it. Can't fully secure it. Kind of looked away from the basketball before she elected to take the shot, as she would have been open for a 3 in that case. And now Lander going to bring the pressure. They have 3 in the backcourt, as that's going to be a turnover. So Lander bringing the full-court pressure, causes a turnover. Both teams with 2 turnovers apiece here early on in the first minute, 20 seconds, as that's going to be a backcourt violation. And just like that, Lander turns it right back over. Wheatland did receive votes in the Wild Prep Coaches and Media Girls basketball polls this week. Lander ranked number 5. There's a drive-in by Serenity Jones that will go in, and Wheatland now leads an early 5-0 run. Goggles right side. Going to be matched up by Jones. Back to Goggles from Friday, and then we're going to have a blocking foul against Wheatland. And that's going to go against Lily Nichols. That will be her first, team's first. Again, starting a little bit later than expected, as inbound will go to Lincoln. Gets the screen from McFadden on the left side. Got to watch for the travel right there. Long pass to Mulholland on the other side. Mulholland back to Lincoln. Here's Goggles. Inside pass to Friday, and it's going to go out of bounds. And possession goes back to Wheatland. So Lander has only taken 1 shot in this game, and Wheatland will turn it back over. 1 shot for Lander, 3 for Wheatland. They're already 2 of 3 and have knocked down a triple. But we're getting a turnover frenzy to start this one off. Goggles crosses the half-court line, is matched up there by Nichols. We'll give it to McFadden. Spins away from his turnover. McFadden to Lincoln. Back to McFadden, right side. As right now, Lincoln and McFadden were trying to play catch, as that one gets tipped, goes out of bounds, stays with the Lady Tigers. 5:20 to go here in quarter number 1. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard shows 5-0. The Lady Bulldogs of Wheatland take the lead. Lincoln going to get the screen from McFadden. Lincoln will give it off to McFadden on that high arc. Mulholland, corner on the right side. We'll swing it over. That's going to be a turnover on Lander. And just like that, Wheatland's bringing the pressure, and Drew Powell is, I think, seen enough to call a timeout at the moment. We have 8 turnovers here early on. It's a minute timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll step aside. Back in 60 seconds.
See Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison.
Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro?
You're the one that keeps help.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. Lady Tigers did take their first of 5 timeouts, as it is Wheatland basketball. Turnovers has kind of been what's going on so far. Already 8 turnovers combined between the two teams. Wheatland with the basketball. Here's the pass off now to Gertz. Gertz will launch the 2, and it's in. And just like that, Wheatland 7, Lander nothing in the first. Lander did struggle in the first quarter yesterday, as McFadden with the basketball. Not the logo. Gave it off to Lincoln. Back to McFadden. As McFadden give it off to Mulholland. Had 2 Lady Bulldogs guarding her. Lincoln will try to drive in. Charity stripe shot off the backboard's no good. And that was just the second shot taken by Lander in this game. And they have missed both shots so far. As that will be a turnover as the pass just a little too much. Intended for Gertz. That'll be Wheatland's fourth turnover. Lady Tigers seeing that 2-2-1 press again. Goggles will give it off to McFadden, and that's going to be a turnover right back to the Lady Bulldogs. As here's a drive in from Jones. That's no good. And Wheatland will get the basketball back here. That's just their second miss so far in the contest. Here's a drive again by Jones. That's going to be no good. And rebound will go to Hayden Goggles. She's got 3 rebounds for the Lady Tigers. Goggles will put one off the backboard. No good. And now we got a fight for the basketball. Lincoln will come up with it. As now Friday, back to Lincoln, left side. Giving off to Goggles now. Goggles will bounce pass it back up to Kendall McFadden, right side. The Tigers kind of playing the passing game right now. Goggles had a right corner 3. Goggles will drive in baseline, put up the 2. It's good, and Lady Tigers are on the board for the first time today. They trail by 5, 7-2 now on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Jones will double dribble, and that will go back to Lander as we'll see a couple of substitutions here. Ella Keel. We're also going to see number 11, Cameron Mickelson. Inbound to Goggles. Getting that pressure again. Goggles will give it off to Lincoln. Still need to get across the timeline. And that's going to be 10 seconds. Turnover for Lander, and the pressure works. As Coach Powell did mention, this is a press that they thought they could maybe get around. So far, it's kind of been a different story here. Inbound will go to Jones. Go it off now to Nichols. Nichols is going to try to drive in. Matched up there by Anderson, and Nichols kind of lost her footing as Anderson was out of bounds and stays with Wheatland. As Nichols was one of the players that head coach Drew Powell said she can shoot from the top of the arc. As they're going to try to give it off to her. Carasota thought about trying to get the steal. Nichols with the shot is no good. Rebounded by Anderson. As Carasota did check in for the first time in the ball game. Goggles get out to Carasota, right side, drive in now. We'll look for the pass, and that's going to be a travel on Carasota. And right back to Wheatland. And kind of been just a early turnover game here. As Wheatland's now got a 2-on-1. Anderson deflects it, and that somehow goes in. And I think they're going to have to give it to Nichols. Anderson was trying to deflect it to steal it, and then Goggles is going to get fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot too. I don't know how that happens. Let's take a quick look at your Gamble's replay on that. Yeah, Anderson was just trying to go for the steal and kind of tipped it backwards up. So I believe you're going to get Nichols the points there because she was the closest Lady Bulldog. Foul was on the ground, they officially say. It's still a 7-point lead for Wheatland as the inbound pass will go to McFadden. We'll swing it to Carasona. Carasona now trying to find some room. There's going to be a steal almost by Wheatland. McFadden's able to come up with it, trying to get over the timeline. Here's a bounce pass to Goggles. Drive in, floater from 10 is good. Goggles has all the points for Lander. It's back to a 5-point lead for Wheatland. Both teams 1-0 early in this classic. They played one game yesterday. As Zoe Mulholland will come up with the steal. And we'll give it off to Goggles. Pushing the pace is Hayden Goggles. There's a bounce pass to McFadden. Back to Goggles. They'll look for the lob pass to Anderson. Does get it back out to Goggles. Launches 3. Left side connects. As Hayden Goggles with all 7 points. And the lead is cut down to 2. We got a foul. His foul will go against Carasona. Right now it's Wheatland 9. Hayden Goggles 7. As Wheatland will inbound the pass. It will go to Nichols. 1:05 to play here in the first quarter. Keel lob it up now to Jones, and it's back out to Serenity Jones. Otero, right corner three will connect. As Otero has got back-to-back threes. And once again, Wheatland goes back up by 5. Bounce pass to Anderson, goes baseline, and there'll be a blocking foul first. Foul's going to go against Otero. That will be her first. Excuse me, that's her second. So we got some substitutions coming in. Carly Jones checks in. Also see Gertz check back in for Wheatland. Goggles inbound to Anderson, right side, tries to drive in, will lose the basketball, and it'll go back to Wheatland. 37.5 seconds left to play, and we got a substitution again for Wheatland. Serenity Jones will check in for Ella Keel. Lander will bring the press. As McFadden will poke it out, it's a steal. Turnover for Wheatland. Goggles will try to drive in off the backboard. It rolls out. Goggles will give it back to Mulholland. This rebound does go to Hayden Goggles. Lander will reset the offense here. 20 seconds to play. Can hold for the final shot they want. Mulholland to McFadden. Swing it to Carousel on the right side. Will drive in now back up to the top of the arc. Long pass to Goggles. Out to Carousel. Three is going to be short as Goggles is slow to get up. You got to hope she is okay. It takes a long time as that buzzer beater is no good, and Hayden Goggles will need to be attended to. As Goggles is hobbling to the sideline, is walking off under her own power. So after the end of one, Wheatland has a 12-7 advantage. We'll step aside, 60-second timeout. Back right after this.
Ready to explore Wyoming's stunning parks at Fremont Motors during the Open Road Sales Event. We're giving away a complimentary Wyoming State Parks pass with every vehicle sold, so you can get out and explore our beautiful state behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle. Plus, all Fremont vehicles come back by Fremont Care, so you'll be covered no matter what the Open Road has in store. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton, or shop online anytime at FremontMotors.com and start your Wyoming adventure today.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, online at county10.com. The Lady Tigers trailing this one 12-7. All points for Lander have come courtesy of Hayden Goggles, who was slow to get up at the end of the quarter. She will get a rest. I believe she played all 8 minutes of that first quarter. Lady Tiger basketball to start second quarter. Carasona Friday, Sandra St. Clair, Anderson, and Mulholland. The 5 for the Lady Tigers to start quarter number 2 is St. Clair. Will give it to Mulholland on the elbow to Anderson. Back out to Friday. As right now the story of this game is 17 turnovers. Make that 18 now for Lander, as Serenity Jones will lay it up and in. And it's back to a 7-point lead. Biggest lead's been 9 for Wheatland, and Serenity Jones will steal it again. Give it off to Nichols on the left side. Nichols has a wide open three. If she wants to take it, it does. Step back is good. And just like that, the biggest lead has come to 10. Friday almost loses it. And Lander just has to settle into this game. St. Clair. Pump fake three matched up there by Jones. Give it off to Anderson. So we get to Friday. Back to Carasona. Carasona will go right side, trying to find some room. And Serenity Jones, inside pass now to Anderson, will miss the shot, and then will put it up, and then she'll be fouled. As Anderson does get the rebound, she'll go to the line. First free throws of the ball game are here. with Adeline Anderson looking to go to the line and shoot a pair here. Trying to cut this lead down to 9. Anderson's first free throw is going to be off the rim. It was a tough shooting performance at the line for Lander yesterday. Only 3 free throws made from Lander yesterday. It's Anderson at the line looking to get the second one to go in here. Second free throw off the iron and no good. Rebound does go to Nichols, and we stay back to a 10-point lead for Wheatland. Here's Jones. Top of the arc, matched up by McFadden. Will kick out now to Mickelson. Now back out to Nichols. Nichols is matched up by Friday. Thought about the pass. McFadden was in the lane. And now Serenity Jones will move, make a little floater attempt. It's no good. Rebound will go to Anderson. As Hayden Goggles is back into the ballgame for the Lady Tigers. Goggles to Friday. Friday now is going to go around the arc. Give it off now to McFadden. McFadden at the logo. Pass off to St. Clair on that right corner. St. Clair looking. Continues to survey. Give it off to McFadden. Back to St. Clair. Launches a deep 3. It's off the back iron and no good. Fight for the basketball will go to Wheatland. And this is Carly Jones with the rebound. Still 17-7. We have 5-0 run for Wheatland to start the second quarter. It is, that shot there is no good. Goggles does come up with it, and then it's going to be a turnover. Nichols has a wide open lane and will miss the layup. Anderson comes up with it, and it's going to be stepped out of bounds. It will go to the Lady Tigers. Right now, we have 20 turnovers in this contest. It's been one of those games just trying to find something, but both teams bringing the pressure early on here. To see Wheatland doing it again here. Goggles on the right side. Cross court, pass it off to Kiera Lincoln, to McFadden now. McFadden, bounce pass it off to Goggles. Launches the 3. That is in and good. Hayden Goggles already in double-digit figures with 10 points. It's almost Goggles falling down again. Turnover from Wheatland. Back to Lander. Here's a chance to cut the lead again. Down by 7. Friday at the free throw line. Back to McFadden. Now Goggles going to try to drive in left side. Anderson to McFadden. Almost goes over the half-court stripe. Goggles now inside Friday. Tries to post up. She'll be fouled and will go to the line and shoot 2. And she'll try to become the second Lady Tiger to get some points in this ball game. First trip for Lander was a 0-2 trip. Again, Friday will look for her first points of the ball game. First free throw is up and will rim out. So just like that, Lander 0-3 from the free throw line to start this one off. Wheatland is 7-14 overall from the field. Lander is 4 of 10. Friday does connect on that second free throw. Cuts this lead to 6. Yes, that was almost a carry right there. Gertz will put it in. She's going to be blocked, and bucket will count as Gertz will convert and have a chance for the three-point play. Anderson was looking to take the charge. And Anderson now is coming to the sideline as she will hobble off as Reinhardt will come in, and Anderson is okay. Was injured on Friday as Wheatland can't get the three-point play, but putting it up and in is Nichols. And once again, Lander's back down by 10. Almost another turnover was Wheatland who created that, but Lander will keep possession. Right, this pressure from Wheatland has been tough for Lander to figure out. Something they'll have to go into the halftime strategy-wise here. Lincoln to Goggles. Right side, inside pass now to Friday. She'll come back out top of the arc. Goggles will drive in, right side floater. Put up is no good. It'll be Reinhardt who makes the save, though. Nice job by Reinhardt to save it. Here's a three from Lincoln. That's good. Gerald Lincoln will knock in the triple. It's back to 7. Wheatland almost turning it over. Here's Mickelson now. Give it back up to Jones. Jones will swing it now to Filio. Filio back now to Jones. Nichols now gets the screen, tries to drive in, matched up there by Friday. 21-14, under 4 to play here in the first half. Landers down, that's going to be a turnover from Wheatland. And possession will go to Lander. Substitution will come in. Serenity Jones will check in for the Lady Bulldogs. 3:49 to play in the first half here. Goggles bounce pass to Reinhardt now to make Fadden pump fake 3 as 2 Lady Bulldogs were there to close in. Friday will try to drive in on the right side and will score. Lead is down to 5. This is the closest Lander's been able to get since the game has started. Nichols give it off to Serenity Jones, who cuts in, can't get the layup. Reinhardt will come up with it. As Friday will bring it up. Friday pass off to Reinhardt, looks to drive in, kick out now to Lincoln, almost stolen, then it is stolen. As that was Filio with the steal. As McFadden will come and poke it away as she's got nobody in front of her and will score. Slander's got something going defensively with the pressure, and timeout taken by Wheatland. They'll take their first timeout. It is going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. It is third quarter in Lander. The Tigers trail 34-22 against the Douglas Bearcats. I want to give a big thanks to Northside Body Shop. It's proud to support student athletes across Fremont County. You give Northside Body Shop a call today at 307-332-4991 or stop in at their shop, 2nd Street in Lander, for all of your auto body needs. Baldwin Creek Rental Center in Lander has everything covered from equipment rentals. Stop by at 675 Baldwin Creek Road to see how we can help. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes and from Baldwin Creek Rental Center. So that, again, it's just a 30-second timeout. Both teams left with 4 timeouts. As it will be Wheatland basketball. It is a 3-point game. As Lander, this is the closest they've gotten in a while here. Inbound to Jones. Pass it off to Nichols on the far side. We'll get it across the timeline. As here's a 3-point shot. It will miss everything. Reinhardt will come up with the rebound. And back to Lander it goes. Chance to tie or close it to a 1-point deficit. McFadden, left side. Heavily guarded there by Keel. Now Lincoln, Goggles down. Inside to Reinhardt. Nice pass to Mahal. Can she get the shot, though? That's no good. And back to Wheatland it goes. Jones behind the back. Kick out now to Keel for 3. It's no good. Wheatland does come up with the rebound, and it will be called a travel. As Macy Jones came up with the rebound but stepped out of bounds. So possession will go back to Lander. Again, a chance to tie or trail by 1 here. Lincoln has a wide open 3, immediately puts it up. It's going to go in and out. McFadden tries to poke it back out. It is saved. Goggles comes up with it. Lincoln again will try for 3. That one's no good, and we got a foul, and it's going to go against Lander. It will be from Mulholland, who will get her first foul with the push. 1:42 left to play in the second. Jones will get the inbound, try to hurry it over half-court stripe. Will finally do so after going from one side to the other. Jones matched up by McFadden. will try to drive in right side now, pass it up to Keel. Keel will direct some offense here to Nichols, who's matched up by Mulholland. Now Goggles will switch on here for three. That's no good. Rebounded by Macy Jones. Serenity Jones back out, inside pass to Mickelson as Wheatland just kind of swinging the basketball right now, looking for the right shot. Inside pass is up, will be fouled as Mickelson. And Kiera Lincoln will get credited for the foul. That will be her first foul of the contest. Lander has only 3 fouls against them right now. First free throw is off the back iron and will take the friendly spin in. So Mickelson will get her first points of the ball game, extends this to a 2-possession lead. Kiera Friday has checked in for Lander. Second free throw from Mickelson. That one is no good. It is rebounded by Wheatland, and we got a jump ball as Macy Jones really getting to the boards. That was something I thought Lander did really good, was going for the rebounds yesterday, but right now it's been the Bulldogs in this quarter alone. Serenity Jones launches the three. It's going to be left short. It will be Zoe Mulholland who comes up with the rebound. Goggles back to Lincoln, looks to drive in, left side, puts up the shot. That's good. And now Lander trails by 2. 43 seconds to play. Bringing the pressure is Lander. There's a 3-on-1 for Wheatland. Shot's no good. Jones will get the rebound. She'll put it up again, and that will go in. And Serenity Jones gives Wheatland back the 4-point lead here. Trapped almost, was closed in by Wheatland. Goggles crossover from the charity stripe. It's going to be rolled and a foul. And are we going to get free throws here? They said 2. Yep, 2 free throws coming in as Goggles was fouled. This foul will go against. They're going to give it against Keel as the first free throw will go in. It's to a 3-point lead. Goggles 11 points and 6 rebounds in this ball game. Second free throw is up and good, and right now Lander has needed every point that Hayden Goggles has scored, and Wheatland will have a jump ball. Possession arrow will go for Lander. Nice job by Friday to cause the mishandle of the pass. Now Lander has a chance to tie this ball game or take the lead. Goggles will look for the inbound as basketball is tipped. It'll go to McFadden. Again, it was tipped, so McFadden was able to get it from the backcourt here. Goggles on the arc. 2 seconds, 1 second. Lincoln at the buzzer. It's no good. And that is going to be your halftime score. Wheatland 24, Lander 22. We'll step aside, get some first half numbers here. We'll be back right after this here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Stunning parts at Fremont Motors during the open road sales event. We're giving away a complimentary Wyoming State Parks pass with every vehicle sold, so you can get out and explore our beautiful state behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle. Plus, all Fremont vehicles come back by Fremont Care, so you'll be covered no matter what the open road has in store. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton or shop online anytime at FremontMotors.com and start your Wyoming adventure today.
See Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison.
Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro?
You're the one that needs help.
If you're looking for an upgrade to your vehicle, Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4. or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, it's the Buckle Up for Life halftime show as we got a question about streaming the Lander Classic games. And again, Lander boys are playing in Lander right now. An update 41-24. The Bearcats from Douglas are leading at the moment as Stu Mullins just took a timeout. It's actually 43-24. Again, we are in Douglas. The Lander boys are in Lander, so unfortunately we can't get the Lander boys games, but talked with Stu Mullins and told him I would give him updates as much as possible and if he could provide some as well. Well, your score is 24-22, and right now that second quarter, Lander did get favored in the scoring category 15-12. However, Hayden Goggles got to been the scoring machine for the Lady Tigers, has 12 points. She had all 7 points in the first quarter and put up 5 in the second. Take a look at some team numbers first, followed by some individual numbers, and as well as our Student of the Week. It's presented by Wyoming Catholic College. We'll take a look at that here in just a moment. The big story right now, 26 turnovers. I have 13 apiece for each team. Wheatland is 10 of 23 overall, followed with 3 of 7 from 3, 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. Lander is not far behind despite a lot of turnovers in that first quarter. 8 of 18 overall, 3 of 7 from 3, and 3 of 6 from the free throw stripe. And looking quarter by quarter, Wheatland would lead the first quarter scoring 12-7. Again, like I said, Lander took the 15-12 scoring advantage in the second quarter of play. Rebounds pretty close. Lander does lead 15-12 unofficially. And right now, the difference right now is 2 points in the contest. We have no lead changes, no ties at the moment, as right now Wheatland has led the scoring, has led all the way. They haven't given up or shredded the lead. The closest Lander has gotten so far is right there, that halftime score, 24-22. We'll step aside, 60-second timeout. When we come back, we are going to get some individual numbers as well as our Student of the Week. It's presented by Wyoming Catholic College after this timeout here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Kane and Associates. CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Introducing WyoGlass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose WyoGlass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
Your home of Fremont County Athletics all season long. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
24-22 your score at the halftime intermission. Taking a look at some individual numbers. We'll start with the Lady Bulldogs from Wheatland, led by Serenity Jones with 9 points. You have 2 with 4 points. Casey Otero has 6, but Gertz and Nichols have 4 points each in the contest. And 1 point to Cameron Mickelson. That's a scoring for Wheatland. For the Lady Tigers, it's led by Hayden Goggles with 12 points and 6 rebounds. She's 4 rebounds away from a double-double in this one. She'd be the second Lady Tiger if she can complete that this season, I believe, and definitely in the Classic as well. Kira Lincoln has 5 points. She did knock in a 3 and got a layup. Kendall McFadden has 2, and Kira Friday has 3 points from one free throw and a bucket in the contest. That's the scoring for the Lady Tigers. Let's get into your Student of the Week. It's presented by Wyoming Catholic College. They are a proud sponsor, and they admire the athletes on and off the field and everybody as well. Make sure you check them out at wyomingcatholic.edu. Student of the Week is going to Emma Wynn. Again, you can check out the Student of the Week post that we have on county10.com under the section Student of the Week. Well, with that, we are going to step aside for our final timeout. When we come back, it is the second half action of this contest. Lander trails by 2. They are looking for their first lead of the ball game, 24-22. Wheatland's up. We'll step aside. Back right after this here on the County 10 Sports Network.
You deserve a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
If you're looking for the best home cooking in Lander, look no further than Ma'am Ma's Kitchen. Our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back for more. From our famous Ma'am Ma's breakfast to our burgers, we've got something for everyone. Our friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make us the perfect spot for a family meal or a night out with friends. Don't take our word for it. Check out our rave reviews. Call us today or visit our Facebook page to learn more.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Your home for Fremont County sports. We are KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Starting in the third quarter, it is Wheatland 24, the Lady Tigers 3. Is taking a look at the starters for the Lady Tigers to start this second half. Anderson will not start. Kira Lincoln will check in. It'll be the same 4, though, with Zoe Mulholland, Kira Friday, Kendall McFadden, and Hayden Goggles. 24-23 your score. It will be Wheatland basketball to start the third quarter of play here. Both teams have 4 timeouts left, and we are underway in the second half. Both teams looking to go 2-0 before their final games of the day. Lander will play at 4:30 against Douglas. That will be a video-only stream for our radio audience. Jones gets the screen from Nichols, drives in, puts up a floater, and that will bounce off the back iron and in. And Serenity Jones leads the way now with double-digit points. Goggles is having that poked down, and it's going to be foul on Wheatland. 2 officials immediately put the hands up and says, yep, that's a foul. Lander basketball still down by 4. And Wheatland will bring that 2-2-1 press. Lincoln will give it off to Goggles over the timeline as Goggles will pass to Friday in the key, puts up the shot. That's good. And it's back to a 2-point game here. Lander bringing the pressure again as Wheatland does get it over the timeline. Serenity Jones looking to take it herself and does, and Right now, she's been a difference maker. Does create turnovers, has been able to score as well. Wheatland has made both their second half shots so far, as Friday was looking for Mulholland. Goes out of bounds, and turnover will favor the Lady Bulldogs here. Front court pressure again from Lander, as they do get it over the timeline. Here's a three from Gertz. That's no good, as McFadden was looking for the rebound. It gets poked out by Jones, and possession will go to Lander. Score right now is 28-24. There's a trap again from Wheatland. Lincoln on the arc will give it off to Goggles. Matched up there by Nichols. Goggles is looking to get it out, and it's stolen by Gertz. Gertz will look to take it all the way and will fall on the ground. We got a foul, and it looks like 2 free throws are coming. And they're going to give Hayden Goggles the foul. Right now, Goggles 12 points and 6 rebounds. Gertz will go to the line and shoot 2. So far has 4 points on the day. First free throw will go off the back iron and no good. Stay at a 4-point lead here. 6:22 left to go in the third. Boys game score right now is a 20-point lead for Douglas, 55-35. Second free throw will go in, hit nothing but net. And it makes it a 5-point lead again. It's kind of been the average lead for Wheatland in this ball game. Here's the pass to Friday. Friday back out to Goggles. Swing it to Lincoln, top of the arc, back to Goggles on the left side. Look for the inside pass is Mulholland. Mulholland has that almost stolen, and she'll get it back out to McFadden. 6 minutes to go in the third. McFadden matched up by Jones. Hand off to Goggles, as Jones will switch to Goggles. Back to McFadden. McFadden inside pass to Friday. Hand off now back to Goggles. And if you're Lander, you guys just kind of look for the right shot here. Don't try to force anything. Lincoln, though, will launch a 3, and will miss the iron. It will land in the hands of Jones. Jones will kick out now, swing it to Gertz, launches the 3. It'll go off the iron as Mulholland almost could have been bad, as now Mulholland is. Now she is slow to get up, and will Mulholland check out. Checking in is Georgia Chance, and Mulholland will have to go get looked at, make sure she is all right. Wheatland basketball, as Jones will shoot it from the charity stripe. It is no good. Rebound, though, will go to Otero. She can't get the shot, as Friday comes up with it, and almost stolen again by Wheatland here. McFadden on the near side. Could have maybe walked up and took the 3 if she elected to. That's not the case. Chance is going to pass it off now to Goggles. Goggles will travel with it, as got a little bit of contact, and will turn it over. Lander with 16 turnovers. It's been one of those games. Both teams have turned it over quite a bit unofficially. Nichols will get it over the timeline, stripped, almost poked out by McFadden. Chance will come up with it. Look for Friday. It's going to be stolen back to Wheatland, as that shot's going to be in by Otero. As it's back up to a 7-point game for Wheatland. Goggles kick out to McFadden, and we'll pass it back to Goggles. Looks to go baseline, inside pass to Friday. We'll put up the shot. She'll be fouled, and 2 free throws will come for Lander. This lead I have had for Wheatland is 10. Lander has gotten it as close as 2 points. Friday at the line already has gone 1 of 2 today. These will be free throws 7 and 8. First one goes in, cuts the lead down to 6. Getting some substitutions. Here is what we're going to see Otero in. Excuse me, we're going to see Mickelson in, and we're also going to see Keel in, as Friday will go 2 of 2 from the free throw trip. And Lander going to bring the pressure again. Wheatland has been able to beat the press almost every time. There's the pass now. It's going to be deflected. Jones will save it. I don't know how. Wheatland almost did it, and then you're going to get the travel as Serenity Jones was trying to get control and took that extra step, so Lady Tigers will get the basketball back here. Again, down by 5 is Lander. They have gotten it to a 2-point game. It was 2-point lead for Wheatland coming out of the halftime intermission. Chance handoff to Lincoln. We'll give it back to Chance at the logo, matched up by Jones. Chance back to Lincoln, left side. As Wheatland is having Jones kind of come in for the trap. That gets poked out, stays with Lander. As Goggles will inbound it. Let's see what Lander comes out of this. Inbound will go to McFadden. Look for Goggles on the 3 on the right side. Bounce pass it to Goggles. It was immediately closed there by Mickelson, and Lander will just have to get their normal offense going. Here's the pass to Friday. Almost loses it. Georgia Chance with the pump fake, and she'll carry it. And once again, another turnover here. You know, turnovers, it's been pretty close. Lander's been able to keep it within reach. They won't back off here. Your score 31-26. Jones will drive in. That's no good. McFadden tries to come up with it. Jones, though, will get it. Here's a shot. That's no good. And Lander will come up with it as Goggles. As we're going to have a whistle. We'll go against Wheatland here as Otero will be called for the foul. Zoe Mulholland is going to check in for Friday here. Goggles will inbound it on the left side now. As Goggles will lob it up to McFadden, and Nichols will come up with it. Has nobody in front of her, and will put the 2 points in. McFadden loses the handle. We'll give it off to Chance on the right side. Lincoln pass off to Goggles. As here's the lob pass stolen again. As Lincoln was looking to give it off, or excuse me, Nichols, and that will go out of bounds. And it does stay with Wheatland here. St. Clair will check in for McFadden. Still 33-26. Landers only put 4 points up in this quarter. Here's the pass that will go to Nichols. Hand off now to Keel. We'll pass it all the way to Otero, who's going to drive in, put up a shot. That's no good. Sandra St. Clair with the rebound. And we're going to have a travel from Lincoln, or excuse me, from St. Clair, excuse me, and that's going to be another turnover for Lander. And right now it just got to take a big, deep breath here if you're Lander. Just kind of settle back in here. Kick out now to Keel. Keel at the charity stripe. Handoff now to Serenity Jones. Matched up by Jance. Kick out now to Mickelson for the 3 is no good, as the attempted rebound will go to Otero. Can't do so, and possession will go to Lander. Lander's only missed one shot. Stolen there by Jones. Can't do it, though, as Goggles will come up with the rebound. Here is Lincoln. Does get it over the timeline. Almost stolen again by Wheatland. Playing some aggressive defense is Wheatland. It's kind of paid off so far. Lincoln going to launch a 3. It's going to go off the back iron and no good. Out of bounds. It will stay with Lander. Lander's 3 of 9 from three-point land. Goggles will inbound it for the Lady Tigers. Still looking. Will loft one up to Chance. Chance to Lincoln, right side. Look for the open player. Wheatland kind of in a zone defense. As Goggles launches the 3 off the front iron and no good. Rebound will go to Nichols. He'll settle the offense under 80 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Neal kick out now to Jones. Will drive in right side of the baseline. That will be off the iron and no good as Mulholland, who is back into the game after taking a rough fall here, is St. Clair going to try to take it all the way herself. No good. Lowest scoring quarter so far at 13 points. Shots no good from Wheatland. The putback is also not good. And back to the Lady Tigers it goes. Goggles to Chance, launches the three. It's going to go off the iron and no good. And back to Wheatland as that shot's no good. Count the bucket as Serenity Jones took it all the way and will go to the line for the three-point play here. As Wheatland has a chance to go back up by 10. 36.4 seconds to play. Foul will go against Chance. Jones for the three-point play is good. And Lander trails by 10. 12-4 the third quarter score. Lander just looking for a bucket here. As Lincoln give it off to McFadden. McFadden almost getting trapped there. Wheatland will back out of it, give it to Chance. Here's a three-point shot off the back iron and no good. And once again, it's Nichols on the rebound. We'll pass it inside to Keel. Here's the pass now to Carly Jones, who can't get the shot. And Kira Lincoln will come up with the rebound, and then we're going to have foul. Like I said, you can get a lot of turnovers with the aggressive defense, but the foul's now going to be the other side of, that's the con of the aggressive defense here. Jones will pick up her second foul here, as that's going to be a pass attempt, and I realize we were already at the end of the third quarter. We're going to go to the fourth. Lander trails by 10, looking to get their second win of the Douglas Classic. We'll be back right after this here on the County 10 Sports Network.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Read all about the Fremont County Sports Weekend at county10.com.
36-26. Lander trails in this one. Right now, it's just a tough shooting third quarter. Only 4 points that all went to Garrett Friday. Fourth quarter we go. Lander needs to make up a 10-point deficit here. McFadden, Chance, St. Clair, Mulholland, and Lincoln, the 5 for the Lady Tigers to start this fourth quarter. Chance left side. One dribble back to McFadden. McFadden will pass it off to Lincoln. Lincoln will look for McFadden, and then you're going to get a foul on Nichols. Be the first foul, and you're just going to have to look for the right shot here. And like yesterday, towards in those final moments against Pine Bluffs, they were just kind of throwing around. They were finding the right passes, but now you got to add a shot into that as McFadden will have that stripped out by Nichols. So Nichols will give it off now to Keel. Left side, bring it to the top of the arc, reset the offense here. Goggles and Friday will check in next dead ball. Approaching a minute in the fourth quarter. St. Clair trying to poke it out. Nichols loses control and will step out. And turnover will go against Wheatland. Not many turnovers for Wheatland in that third quarter, just two turnovers in the third. Turnover is 23-16 unofficially. Lander, something head coach Drew Powell would like to see go down. Wheatland tries to create the trap, and timeout taken by head coach Drew Powell. They'll be down to 3. And it's going to be just a quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Let's give a big thanks to Wideout. We want to remind you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. Edward Jones Financial Advisor John Shea is your local guide to financial victory. Call John Shea today at 335-7722 for a free consultation, or stop in at 704 Main in Lander. Work hard, win big. John Shea, a proud supporter of all athletes. Goddard Construction is a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Goddard Construction offers friendly construction service that are always on time and aligned with your budget. Call 851-4517. So again, timeout taken by Lander there after the trap Wheatland created. Lander's down to 3. Wheatland only has 4 times. They do have 4 timeouts, so if they get into a situation they need to use those. They got plenty of those. Lincoln will give it off to Goggles. Goggles will pass it inside to Friday. Back out to Goggles. Has the 3. Takes the 3 from the right side. Takes the bounce. No good. Lincoln will put it back up and gets the in-one opportunity. Let's take a quick look at your Gambles replay. And it's Kira Lincoln with the putback and has a chance to cut this to 7. 36-28. 3-point play is no good. And as now we got to fight for the basketball. It comes up in the hands of Kendall McFadden. And Lander has another opportunity here. Goggles looks to drive in. Kick out now to McFadden. Deep there if she wanted to, but McFadden is going to give it off to Mulholland. Mulholland back to Goggles. Has the 3. Will launch the 3. It's going to miss everything. Mulholland tries to save it. Nice save from Mulholland. Now Lander's got another opportunity. Got to look for some scores here in this fourth quarter. Friday, almost stolen by Wheatland. We'll give it back out to McFadden. Approaching 6 minutes to go. Goggles inside to Mulholland off the charity stripe. We'll look for Friday. Does get it. Swing it now to Goggles. 3 up. Back iron, no good. And Jones will come up with the rebound. We'll give it off to Mickelson, and it will go in. It becomes now 39-28. 10-point lead. Another steal from Wheatland is good as Gertz comes up with the steal. Now makes it a 12-point lead. Biggest lead of the ball game by either team. Goggles will get fouled. Foul will go against Mickelson and acknowledges it right away. Final from Lander. Douglas defeats the Lander Tigers 69-44. The Tigers will play Wheatland in the final game of the day. The Lady Tigers will take on Douglas at 4:30. We'll have coverage on YouTube. Unfortunately, no radio coverage. McFadden at the logo. We'll look for the bounce pass inside to Mulholland. Back to McFadden. Goggles. Swinging off to Chance. Launches the 3. Going to be no good. McFadden with the rebound. Can't get it. Tries to put it back up, and that's going to be no good. Lander was looking for a foul there. Couldn't do so. Out of bounds. Will give the possession to Lander. Goggles will inbound it. Goggles looks inbound to Mulholland. Swing it to Chance. Back now to Goggles on the right corner. Goggles will look to Chance. Swing it to McFadden. 4:43 to play here. 40-28 your score. McFadden driving. Kick out to Goggles. We'll go baseline left side. We'll look for the bounce pass from Mulholland. Like the idea, but just a little too far from Mulholland. And turnover will go against the Lady Tigers. As Lander Going to probably see a lot of full court pressure for the rest of this one. Long pass gets inbounded by Carly Jones. This is Jones. Give it off now to Gertz. Will look to drive in. Hand off now to Jones. Matched up by McFadden. Lady Tigers are running man-to-man defense here. I need Wheatland to start missing some shots and turning the ball over if they want to try to keep this game close. Shots no good. Rebounded by Chance. As we stay at a 12-point lead. We'll see Keel check in. Next dead ball for Wheatland. Foul will bring it to the top. We'll go left side. Bounce pass it off to Goggles. Goggles matched up by Jones. Looks to drive in. Kick out Chance. Here's a three-point opportunity. Chance will miss the shot. It is going to be rebounded by Jones. And Lady Tigers again. Tough shooting from beyond the arc. 3 of 16. Here's Carly Jones. Pass off now to Otero. Looks for the cut. Gets it. And it's going to be poked out by Mulholland. Stays with Wheatland with 3:30 to play here. Checking in is Ella Keel. So Wheatland will get the basketball on the baseline. Inbound will go to Nichols. Swing it to Jones. 3:26 to play as McFadden was trying to poke it out. Pass will go to Keel, matched up by Chance. Friday tries to poke it out. Will get the steal. Has nobody. Friday can just lay it up and in and will do so. We're back to a 10-point game off the steal. And timeout taken by head coach Drew Powell. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. And we will take one as well. We'll step aside 30 seconds right after this.
John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Lady Tigers trail by 10. Drew Powell did take a timeout. He is down to 2 timeouts now. Lady Tigers got a score off of a turnover from Kara Friday as McFadden will get the steal and then accidentally get kicked out, but she will be called for the foul first before causing the turnover. So McFadden with her first personal. Or no, they did not give that to. They did give it to McFadden. They just took a second to get on the scoreboard there. Lady Tigers bringing the pressure as Mulholland tries to come up with the steal, and then she's going to be called for the foul as she reached there. Now, if you're a Lander, you got to worry about the fouls. Again, 5 fouls will put the team at the line here. Timeout taken by Wheatland. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. It will be a 30-second timeout. Let's take one more. We'll be back right after this here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, online at county10.com. 40-30, Wheatland took the timeout. It was a 30-second timeout as the Lady Tigers having to bring a lot of pressure here. As Wheatland does get it over the timeline, Nichols passing it off as it will be Jones who's going to be fouled, and it's going to be foul on the ground first. So Lander has 1 foul to give. Both teams have a foul to give here. They give this foul to Goggles, I believe so. And yes, that'll be your second personal. Wheatland will inbound it. This inbound will go to Keel. She's matched up by McFadden. Drew Powell, let's get some pressure here. McFadden playing some good defense. Here's the pass off now to Jones. Goggles on The defensive there is, that's going to be a pass that goes out of bounds, and turnover will go to Wheatland. Nice job on the defensive side for Lander on that one. You get 10 points and 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this one. Inbound to Goggles. We'll give it off to Mulholland. Back to Goggles, top of the arc. Goggles. Dashed up by Jones. Inside pass to Mulholland. Mulholland will try to drive in. We'll put up the shot. She's going to be fouled. We'll go to the line and shoot 2. Wheatland's kind of in that zone defense. And right now, it looks disguised as a man, but once the pass goes away and they make the move, they go back to where they were on the defensive set. Friday gets the inbound pass. We'll give it off to Chance. Chance back to McFadden. We'll swing it to Goggles, and we're going to have an offensive foul that goes against Wheatland. And foul will go against Mulholland. That will be her 3rd personal. As Wheatland will get the inbound pass here, looking for somebody. Does get it off to Nichols, back to Jones. Jones will try to hurry it over, does. As Georgia Chance will poke it out. And Chance will slow things down here. Give it off to McFadden. McFadden at the 3. Pass it off to Chance. Chance will swing it to Goggles. Thought about a 3, and she's going to get contacted right there by Nichols. So Nichols will pick up her 3rd personal. That one kind of just not intentional, but either way, that is now put Lander in the bonus. Goggles at the line. Has 12 points, has not scored in this half, and that'll stay that way for now. Here's a chance to cut the lead to 9. Chance will now come in and try to get a rebound. Goggles looking for the 2nd free throw. Cut this lead to 9. Under 2 to play as that 2nd free throw is no good. It'll go out of bounds. As Lander was saying, that's off of Wheatland. Officials say differently. So an empty trip to the line. Under 2 to play here. Wheatland's going to get pressure again. Trying to create the trap. Doesn't do so. Here's a pass now. It's actually going to be swatted by Goggles, but they're going to say the foul came first. Nice job by Goggles to try to close in, but the official said on the arm, and that will be the case. Goggles now with 3 fouls. At the line is Keel, who is looking for her 1st points of the day. First free throw will go in. The lead is now back up to 11. And we're going to have Kira Lincoln check in, and I think this is more of a situational substitution than anything. 2nd free throw is going to be up and good, and now the lead is back to 12. 1:45 to play, 12-point lead for Wheatland. Goggles will give it off to Chance, and that's going to be out of bounds. Turnover on Lander. Lander once again bringing the pressure. Jones. Look, Goggles gets the steal. Goggles will look to take it herself. Will put it up and rolls off the iron. And that's going to be no good. As Nichols will come up with the rebound. And now, if you're Lander, you really need to start thinking about how many possessions you're going to get left here. No fouls to give. Both teams have 5 team fouls. Jones will come back out. Wouldn't be surprised here if they play the passing game. We're going to get a foul, and it'll be Keel who will go to the line and shoot a pair. Did they just give Goggles her 4th? They did. So your leading scorer has 4 fouls. Lander has only scored 8 points in this half. Wheatland has just put up .17. As Keel will make the first, makes it a 13-point lead, 70 seconds left to play. Lander does have 2 timeouts left. 2nd free throw is in and good. Makes it 14-point lead now. Pass. Goggles over the timeline, looks for Friday, does. Will drive in, will put up the shot. That's in and good. Timeout taken by Drew Powell again. He will be down to his final timeout. And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Final minute after this timeout on the County 10 Sports Network.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. 60 seconds left to play. Friday got the score. Timeout taken by Lander. They're down to their final timeout here. And now you're going to have to play some desperation basketball here if you're Lander. Wheatland leads by 12, under a minute to play. Lander going to play man-to-man defense. Foul will go against Kendall McFadden. Yeah, she was trying to reach in there. She'll have her second personal. So right now your score 44-32. Ray Jones, the leading scorer at the line, will knock in the first. She has 17 points in the contest. And right now this game might be just a little bit out of reach for Lander, as both free throws are converted. As Goggles will give it to Friday, now to Kieran Lincoln. Got to hurry up for a shot here. As Lincoln to Chance, 38 seconds left to play. Back to Chance. Chance was looking for Goggles. It was closed in. Lincoln going to drive in, put up a 2-point shot. That's going to be good. Coach Powell not going to take that final timeout just yet here. It is back to a 12-point lead. 20 seconds left to play, and over and back. So basketball goes back to Lander. No substitutions yet in this one, but got about 19 seconds left to go. And all of our Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show coming up here, as Goggles will lose it. Turnover back to Wheatland, and then Wheatland turns it back over, and then Lander will give it right back. And timeout was taken, looked like, by Wheatland. It's going to be a full timeout, or 30-second. Looks like it's going to be a 30. No, it is going to be a full timeout. We'll just keep it right here, as two Lady Tigers are in double-digit figures. Hayden Goggles with 12 points. We got Kiara Friday with 11. Right now, Goggles is 2 rebounds, unofficially away from a double-double, but more worried about getting some scores here. And like I said, this game looks a little bit out of reach here for Lander. Only 12 points in the second half. It's a 22-12 halftime score if you took the scores of the third and fourth quarter right now. As Wheatland will have the basketball. Inbound will go to Nichols. Lander just trying to play some defense, probably trying not to foul, as that's almost stolen by Chance. And then it gets poked down. McFadden was trying to get the steal, and now will do it. Your final in this one, Lander falls to Wheatland, 46-34. The Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show is coming up. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, some final numbers, and we'll see if head coach Drew Powell wants to come up for a post-game show, or we'll give him the pregame of the Douglas. We'll step aside, back right after this here on the County 10 Sports Network.
You deserve a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
If you're looking for the best home cooking in Lander, look no further than Ma'am Ma's Kitchen. Our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back for more. From our famous Ma'am Ma's breakfast to our burgers, we got something for everyone. Our friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make us the perfect spot for a family meal or a night out with friends. Don't take our word for it. Check out our rave reviews. Call us today or visit our Facebook page to learn more.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true with investments. Hi, I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. Give me a call at 335-7722 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
This is the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show on the County 10 Sports Network.
Final in this one, Lander falls to Wheatland 46-34 in a tough one for the Lady Tigers. Combined, I had 49 turnovers. I checked with the other crew here for Wheatland, and they had 50, so we were pretty close as far as turnovers, getting all of our stats unofficial in this one. The Lady Tigers did fall 46-34. Let's take a look at some numbers team-wise. We'll step aside and then get to some individual numbers. Player of the game again. We'll find out if we talk with head coach Drew Powell after this one or if we're going to talk to him before the Douglas game that's scheduled at 4:30. But right now things are running just a little bit behind schedule in this one. Take a look at some numbers and start going quarter by quarter scores. It'd be 12-7 after the first quarter. Lander would have the best scoring affair in the second quarter where they put up 15 points and were trailing 24-22 at the half. And then 12 points combined in third and fourth quarters. They would score 4 points in the third quarter. They would have 8 points in the fourth quarter. Wheatland would have 12 and then 10, third and fourth quarter respectively. Wheatland would go 17 of 42 unofficially for 40%. They would go 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. At the charity stripe, they were 9 of 12 from the free throw stripe. For Lander, they were 13 of 35 shooting for 37%, 3 of 16 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 11 from the free throw stripe. Lander would finish with 28 rebounds unofficially to Wheatland's 23. And really, it was the turnovers that Wheatland created and gave themselves was really the difference maker in this one, and a tough scoring in the first and second quarters of the contest for Lander. We'll step aside again for a timeout. When we come back, individual numbers and our player of the game. It's presented by Tyler Watson State Farm agent Justice Jacobs. Right after this, here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
This is May.
We continue our Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show on the County 10 Sports Network.
Final again, 46-34. Wheatland drops Lander to 3-2 on the season. Lander now 1-1 in the Douglas Classic, heading into one more final game at 4:30 p.m. Again, that will be a video-only broadcast. Our radio station will have the Denver Broncos game on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM. Let's take a look at some final numbers. We'll start with Wheatland. It was led by Serenity Jones, who would finish with 18 points and 7 rebounds. Lily Nichols would finish with 6 points and 6 rebounds. Nicholson with 3 points. Otero with 8. You got Gertz with 5. And I am missing a point somewhere for Wheatland, so I do apologize for the Wheatland audience that might be tuning in. For Lander, it was led by Hayden Goggle. She would finish with 12 points and 8 rebounds. Friday was right behind with 11 points and 1 rebound. You had Kira Lincoln, who would finish with 9 points and 3 rebounds. McFadden with 3 rebounds and 2 points in the contest. That would be the 4 scores for Lander Valley, and it's tough when you can only put 12 points in the second quarter or in the second half of play. 12 points combined in total in that one. That's your look at some of the individual numbers. We do have our obligation of selecting a State Farm player of the game. It's presented by State Farm agent Justice Jacobs. It's proud to support Tiger Athletics at State Farm. They're there to protect your future. Call today at 332-2530 or stop in at their main office. Our player of the game, and really this game was really as close as it was because of this player in my opinion, but Hayden Goggles would take the first quarter score, and she would have the first 10 points of the contest in that one. She would finish again with 12 points and 8 rebounds, so she is our player of the game. It's presented by State Farm agent Justice Jacobs. Again, we'll try to step aside. We're going to give a chance for head coach Drew Powell to address the team and come back out, and we'll try to get hopefully we'll get a post-game. He thought I told him he could choose either the post-game or the pre-game because, again, I was going to ask him pretty much the similar questions between the two games. So with that, we'll step aside. We'll give a chance for head coach Drew Powell to maybe make his way out, and again, we'll find out. If not, we will get you back to your regularly scheduled program or day. If you're on radio, we'll get back to the radio station again. Broncos at 4:30, and we'll have Cowboys on Sunday as well. So we'll step aside. We'll be back right after this.
Covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit MavenBuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Justice Jacobs State Farm Insurance Agency, where friends go. Justice and his team are dedicated to helping you protect what's important. We offer a variety of insurance products and services to help you protect what's important to you. With customizable coverage plans, safe driving rewards, and discounts, Justice Jacobs can help you create a solution that's right for you. Go Tigers! Visit us at 990 Main Street in Lander or online at insuredwy.com.
Introducing Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM as Coach Powell elected to do a pregame interview. So with that, that's going to do it for us here on the County 10 Sports Network, at least for the first game. We'll have, again, one more game after this one. It's going to be at 4:30 p.m. against Douglas, the number one ranked team in Class 3A. So we're going to have a battle of ranked opponents for the final game of the Douglas Classic. Again, at 4:30, game's running just a little bit behind right now, so depending on the game, the plan is to go on about 4:15, but again, we will update you guys again. We've been chiming in on the YouTube channel, and make sure for folks who are on the radio or folks who normally listen to the radio, again, we will not be on the radio side of things in the 4:30 game, just on video. So you can put it on YouTube, on your TV, if you have a smart TV, or Roku if you have that. So with that, again, your final is Wheatland 46, Lander 34. This has been the presentation of Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network. For Scott Fuller and Wyatt Barichka and for the entire County 10 crew, we appreciate it for you tuning into this broadcast of LVHS basketball. Your final, again, 46-34. Back at it at about 4:15 for a 4:30 tip-off between Lander and Douglas.